I'm Megan from Street Heart Studios, and today I'm going to do a DIY with you for felt sugar cookie ornaments. So we're going to be making something like this. I do also have a star one that we're going to do, but just as an example, it's going to look something like this. So the first thing that you want to do is get your sheets of felt and you want to cut out your pieces. So I did cut out some that look like just the regular sugar cookies, and then there's the icing. And then I also cut out some extra star-shaped cookies and the star icing. So the first thing you want to do is to start with your little base. So what I did here is I just took just like a simple fine tip marker, doesn't really matter, and I put in 2 little dots where we're going to put our eyes. So for the eyes, I find it's easier, instead of trying to sew perfect circles, is I get these little brads that are shaped like buttons. So they're just little mini ones that I picked up at Michael's. You get a pack of 70, and I think they're about $5. And so they just like look like mini buttons. So they're really easy, just you probably remember them from public school. Just poke them and then split them open at the back. So then you'll get your eyes, which is already what I've put in on this one. So I put your eyes in, and then the next step is just you're just gonna have to get all the colors of thread that you're going to want to use. So we're gonna start with the black to sew the smile. You're also going to need a white, and then I just found a color at Fabricland that was as close to the felt color as I could get. So the first thing we're gonna do is sew the smile on. So whenever I use thread and to do anything like this, just to make it beefier, I always put the thread through and then I double knot it at the end, so you get 2 pieces every time you sew it. So then I just kind of start below the eye, and we're gonna do a quick little smile. I usually do one side of the smile and then of the top part, and then I move to the other side, because then when you go back around, you can use the same holes so you get less gaps in between your smile. I've already have that finished on another one as well. I just tie it in the back, tie it off so you don't lose your spots. And then the next thing that we're going to do to our cookie is add some sprinkles. So what I like to use are just some basic seed beads. You can get smaller sizes if you want, but I got these ones from Joann's when I was in the States because they had such a good deal. But you can get these at Michael's or Walmart probably as well. So the ones that I have are just some gold glass beads. So they'll just add some sparkle. And then you're going to need your white thread. I cut an extra long piece. But with these, it's just like regular sprinkles on cookies. You don't want them, they don't have to be perfect. You just want to kind of evenly spread them out over your cookie. So obviously just starting from the bottom with your white thread so it blends in, picking up your bead, and then just putting it back through. Just really, really simple sewing. Nothing too difficult. And then we'll just move on to the next spot, grab a bead. Okay, so simple. I have 5 little sparkles on there. And then again, you can just tie this off on the back with some knots. Okay, so we're perfect. And we'll just save this little white thread for after. You can also do these little felt guys without faces if you want. Like I did these ones with donuts. And again, I just added a different bigger bead and some sprinkles. So I had like a pink one, but they're cute just like that as well. You can use them for ornaments on your Christmas tree for holiday time, or they're cute just as to add as a gift or on your gift wrapping. Okay, so we're done with the beads, and the next thing we're going to do is add the Christmassy colored sprinkles. So for that, I just have some little mini rolls here, like the ones you get in you can get in sets even from the dollar store, but just simple red and green. And then we can start with the green. So again, you don't really need too much thread, but you'll want to double it up. You just want to make sure you do double knots because the thread likes to come out. There we go. So for the sprinkles, it's pretty much the same as the little beads on there. You don't want anything too perfect. You want them just to look like regular little cookies. So I just put a simple stitch in, and then I'll just do another one just to make it thicker so it stands out. Okay, now we have all of our green sprinkles. We're going to tie this off, and then we're going to do some red ones as well. And again, I'm doing a Christmas theme, but you can always change up the colors of your thread or the colors of your felt for your icing to whatever kind of theme that you want. Okay, now we're quickly going to do the red. For the red, I just you still want it random, but I kind of want to just fill in any of the empty spaces that we left. Tuck our threads in there. And there we have a cute little star. Now the next thing that we need to do is we'll have the white thread, and we're just going to take the top layer of the cookie and the icing, and then we're just going to do a quick stitch around the outside, basically just to hold it in place. Really, really simple. As I'm sewing around this, another thing you can do is I have some stuffing. So you can just buy a bag of this at Michael's or Fabricland just to give it a bit of a puffier look. So I'll use just a small piece to put inside here, so you'll just get the look of the frosting is puffy. You don't need very much at all. And then you just continue to sew around. Once you're done sewing that part around, I just get little pieces of white embroidery floss, or you can kind of use whatever color you want to match with your decor. I just tied in a little knot. And I would place it inside, and then as soon as you're done the white, then you can use your donut color, and then you sew all the way around the outside, and you can add more stuffing to the inside of that to give it even more of a puffy look, just like this one. So this cookie has lots of puffy in it. And in case you're wondering, the needles that I use are just basic embroidery needles. So they're, this one came with 15 in a pack, and they come in all different sizes. So I tried to use like not the thicker ones, but any of the thinner sizes so they don't put too big of holes in your felt. And I'm also going to include with the video some templates that I made. So you'll have a template for the star cookie, the circle cookie, and then also the donut if you want to try that one. And again, it's just the same technique as that one. And you'll end up with some great little Christmas add-ons. If you're still looking for something small, they're perfect for the tree. Is this one or this one? Super simple. Thank you for watching.